that.
Yes.
I mean, he's expected to begin signing several executive orders as part of his 100 order plan, which he revealed to Senate on January 8th.
Yes.
Now, the executive orders will cover a range of issues or topics, talk about border security, immigration, domestic energy production, and presidential pardons. Today is his first day. What is Trump likely to push on this first day?
No doubt, they are going after criminal aliens. He said it, he's backing it up. You know, elections matter in America, and your manifesto is clear. People have already created websites, including me, to try to monitor how many of those promises he's going to fulfill. So we know he's going to go after criminal aliens. You know, every time he talks about illegal aliens. I'm telling you right now, Trump does not have the capacity or even the will to go after all of them. So he talks tough, but he's going to go after criminal aliens. That's number one. He's going to reverse anything that has to do with transgender things that is Biden has done. He's going to reverse that tonight. He's going to issue some orders concerning some Islamic countries. You know he's going to do that. So it's going to be a flurry of trying to reverse what Biden has done to his first 4 years. You know the kind of person Trump is. Okay, so all those stuff that Biden has done to try to reverse.
Even if it's good for America?
Sorry?
Even if it's good for America.
Well, that's debatable whether what Biden was doing was good for America. How can we have...
You live there, you practice there.
Yes,
That's what I'm asking you.
I don't believe it's good for America. Okay. You want my candid opinion? For instance, fuel prices are rising in America. America has more oil than any country in the world. But Biden is refusing to go and drill. So we import fuel from Russia and other places and increases our price on the street. The average person don't want to see that. So Trump is going to drill. Yeah, they will say it impacts the environment. I don't think Trump cares so much about the so-called environmental thing that they are saying. I also believe they are exaggerating it. I'm not going to say it's not there. So a lot of, and the issue of the transgender, it looks small to a lot of people. When my kids are getting confused about who's a man, who's a woman, then we have a problem. So he's going to do that. So I don't believe the way we are going with the transgender is good for America. I could list 10 things that I think the Biden government...
Please go ahead.
Yes, that they're doing that I don't think is good for America. For instance, the systematic way to remove God from us. You saw that today. They were playing Christian songs. It's deliberate, okay? That we are going to bring God back to America. It looks small to those who are not religious, but it's a big deal. America was formed under God. It's in their constitution. That's number one. Number two, the way where you get canceled simply because you speak your mind or because you speak the truth. The woke culture, I don't think was good for America. And Biden, Trump is going to cut all of that. So there's a lot. And I have to be sincere and transparent. I'm a conservative right guy. So color everything I'm saying with that. I'm not a liberal, and I'm very honest about that. So I believe in a lot of Trump policies. I may not like Trump personally, his personality. I think sometimes it could be vindictive, it could be petulant, it could be childish. But I believe a lot in the policies that he's pushing.
Because he's also said we're going to be changing the name of the Gulf of Mexico to the Gulf of America. And you also understand that presidents do have the authority to rename geographic regions and features.
Why not?
Well,
the Gulf of Mexico is an American thing. I don't know why that is even a big deal. Yeah, it should be Gulf of America. Why not?
So you wonder why some see this as a big deal?
Yeah, because remember his agenda is make America great again, America first. So why should we be naming a Gulf that is owned by America, Gulf of Mexico? It's a it may look small, but even in our own country, when our president came in, the first thing is he changed the national anthem. Those who don't get it, don't understand where it's coming from. Those little things, they matter. You are setting the tone. This is where we are going. We are going back to our federal system where we started from our own government. Trump is also saying we are going America first. Why should we have a Gulf that is owned by America, run by America, that is called Gulf of Mexico, when America should be first? So let it be called Gulf of America. It's just a lot of flexing. But it's not just flexing either. It's making this point. Because we are calling Gulf of Mexico, you are remembering Mexico. But if you are calling Gulf of America, you remember America. It's all psychological. So I have nothing against that. I don't think it should be the priority of the government for that. But same way that I didn't think priority was to change national anthem, but the people who are pushing the agenda, they understand that. And it works on the streets. Okay, if you are trying to say, listen, we want to go back to this particular level, okay, just like not to mix them up, where our own president really wants to go back to the regionalism thing, you change the national anthem to take us back to the original one. Those who are looking at, oh, the two words are not so much different, blah, 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 they don't get it. So Trump is trying to signal to the world that America is back. And one of the first things we are going to do is we are changing the Gulf of Mexico to Gulf of America. We are telling Panama, treat us right, or we want our Panama, our...
So by pardoning January 6 rioters?
Well, he has to do that. He has to do that. You know, that was... we don't want to get into that here.
No, that's the reason I'm asking you all these questions.
Okay.
So you can, elaborate and expatiate and tell us what you think
because
about
the whole world believed that those January 6 protesters, I will not call them rioters because I was there. Okay,
you were part
the
of
protester,
them.
yes. Okay, I wasn't in the Capitol, but I was following the whole sequence as it unfolded. So why did Biden pardon the guys who are in the committee? If they had not suppressed evidence, if they had not committed crimes, why did Biden pardon them? They're all afraid. So for me, those January 6 so-called rioters or protesters, they were casualties of political fight between him and Biden. So they have to be pardoned. What crime have they committed to go and protest against election that is going to be proved was rigged? In another 1 year, you will see the documentation. I'm going to leave it like that.